So how has it been going for you?
Well, it's been very successful so far. Osaka, Kyoto, there were lots of people who were interested in IELTS, and I think we were able to give them lots of information that would be useful to them. And I expect it'll be the same at Meiji University today.
How has the students' response been to your sessions?
It's been very warm. There have been lots of questions in Kyoto. There were lots of questions both from students and some staff members as well. And it was clear that they were very interested in IELTS.
What are your hopes and expectations for the future after doing a session like this? What do you think will happen with the IELTS test movement?
Well, I hope that it just grows and grows in popularity as more and more people know more about it. I think that's the challenge for us, is to have people actually know that there is this test out there which is very suitable for them for many reasons.
How many years have you been working with IDP?
Well, I've been with IDP for 9 years, but I've been with IELTS for nearly 30 years.
30 years,
in fact.
Geez. So at this level already, you've done about 30 years of teaching and writing materials.
Yep.
And doing the master classes.
Yeah. I spend a lot of time in the classroom doing IELTS preparation classes at various places, not just in Australia, but also in Vietnam, other places in the Middle East as well. And now that I'm working full-time with IDP, it's a good chance for me to develop materials specifically for IELTS and to help students.
How many of these talks, these masterclass sessions have you done?
Well, a lot. Probably about 100 in total or more, in about 20 or more different countries around the world.
Has it been interesting or exciting for you, just the traveling and the...
I love it. I love traveling, and I'm very privileged to have that as part of my job, really. And I love especially coming to Japan. This is my third time.
What do you like about Japan?
Well, I like Japan because of the colour and the movement and the excitement. I'm staying in Shinjuku at the moment, and that's very colourful. I intend to go a little bit north into the countryside this time, so that'll be a different Japan to the one that I've experienced so far.
And you had shared with me that you play some musical instruments.
Yeah.
Like, what do you play with?
Well, I've got to say at the outset that I don't play them that well, Mike, but I love to play the guitar, and I have a little guitar which is called a guitarlele, which I travel with, and I amuse myself in my hotel room with that. I play the banjo, again, not very well.
Wow.
And I'm trying to learn how to play the harmonica at the moment, and things like that. I was looking at a concertina, and maybe people don't know what a concertina is, but it was a very popular instrument actually in Japan 50 years ago or more, and it was often played around ports by sailors and people like that. Yeah.
And you were telling me you're working on an IELTS song. Was that serious, or were you joking?
Well, it's not a serious song, but I am working on it semi-seriously. I hope to finish it. Well, I've been working on it for a couple of years, so who knows if it'll ever be finished.
Well, hopefully we can have you for the Otsuma High School, at least a short rendition.
Well, I'll see. I'll have to clear that with the regional manager, probably.
You have to get that approved. And last thing, is there any advice or words of wisdom that you want to share with the Japanese audience, or that maybe who hadn't been able to attend your IELTS sessions?
Talking to students over the last few days, it's clear that there are people who have trouble with IELTS writing, and it's not uncommon for all candidates to have trouble with that, because the opportunities to make errors is quite high there. Spelling, punctuation, whether you understand the question or not. So I've been trying to stress that it's an important thing to read a lot in order to improve your vocabulary, understand the structure of the type of reading that you'll find in IELTS, which will also improve your writing. So there's that, and also listening, of course, is I think another challenge for a lot of people in Japan, because they don't hear a lot of English. So I always advise them to go to the internet, and there is so much English there that they can listen to, and they should do it routinely, make it a habit, and that's some of my advice.
Great. Well, I wish you a lot of luck tonight in tonight's master session, and then after this there'll be two more, one at Jose tomorrow, and then the one on Saturday at Otsuma.
Yeah.
So happy IELTSing.
Thanks, looking forward to it.